Hi everybody, we're here today to talk about net neutrality. Jim, it's been in the news an awful lot for obvious reasons. What's your position on this?
Well, Mark, it's so complicated I could argue with myself. I don't want my carrier to throttle what I see. Wouldn't you like faster and better Netflix? This puts too much power in the hands of big companies like AT&T, Verizon, and Comcast. Facebook, Google, Apple, and Amazon are the real tech giants. You have no idea what you're talking about.
But your feelings have obviously morphed on this. Explain.
They have. Well, so, I was in the internet business very early on. Back in 1997, I was working with one of the first dial-up internet service providers. In our view at the time, and I think that was accurate at the time, is like, well, this is what allows us to do what we do. And if, AT&T at the time was the owner of many of the pipes, was the only one allowed to have access, then you would never have the internet. And so it was really, really important to us.
So why would that change now? I would argue that you still, if the big guys own the pipes and they have all the content, because a lot of these companies have both capabilities, isn't someone then needed to be sort of the traffic cop, if you will?
Well, you say it's such a massive advantage if you own the pipes, and in some ways maybe that's true. It gives you control and authority, but it also requires massive capital investments. And so if I can give you a little bit of a shift here, Uber is one of the most valuable taxi companies in the world, the most valuable by market capitalization, yet they don't own a single taxi. Right? You've got Airbnb, that's one of the most valuable hotel companies in the world, but they don't own a single hotel room. And then if you look at the biggest tech companies out there right now and say, okay, what are the companies that are most dominant, that people are talking about have too much power? It is rarely AT&T and Verizon and Comcast. It's usually Facebook, Google, Apple, Amazon. It's hardly like, oh goodness, we're in a world where AT&T, Verizon, and Comcast are somehow going to dominate all technology. That's not what I believe anybody thinks is going on right now.
So Jim, this is obviously a very complicated issue, and it's one we're going to continue to watch, and thank you very much for watching us.